Hey, what's going on everybody? It's me, the Kruel, and today, if you were expecting any form of gameplay, then get the fuck out of here, because it's not happening. What this is earlier today we had balance patch notes sort of update sort of thing drop for last year, except that it didn't. I guess there's some sort of bug that's happening right now that's keeping this sort of patch from actually happening. It looks like it's going to be posted tomorrow, so if you're seeing this tomorrow, then you're probably right on time. But if you're seeing this today, well, play the game tomorrow, and it probably... Anyway, that's not the point. Now is the time for everybody to just sit back, chill out, and listen to me as I fucking read this shit off, because we got some really interesting ones here. I read this over a few minutes ago, and I kind of have my own sort of ideas on how everything's going to work, because we haven't gotten to try it out yet. But, I don't know about some of these changes. We'll get to it. All right, starting from the top here. Today... and this is from Trade Baron, says, today I want to announce our first balance update, and we'll walk through some of the decisions you're making. Our goal was to bring some of the overtuned damage elements down and make CC more of a skilled use scenario. The goal is to bring a smoother balance between roles for the game, and we'll be monitoring and adjusting as we go. So, obviously from the top of the list, people have been begging for this. Some of my friends won't even play the game, because Medic's been a problem, right? So here it is, the Medic change. Medic has been changed to heal 3 HP, 0.5 second to use the charge, 1 second to recharge the medkit charges, and maximum charges reduced to 6. So you'll have 6 charges, they will come back after 1 second, it takes 0.5 seconds to use it, and it will heal only 3 HP. Effectively, what that sounds like on paper here is that you can only possibly get a maximum of 18 HP every 6 seconds. Yeah, I'm not so sure I'm a fan of that, although I'm not precisely sure how much people were being healed before. I think it was 10. I don't know. You know what, it's probably going to be fine. I don't know if the maximum charges need to be reduced at all, or what was essentially happening with that. Now onto the giant balance patch here thing. Looks like the throw damage has been smoothed out to a minimum of 30 at short range, and a maximum of 60 at the furthest range. So essentially, you're not going to be seeing some like crazy insta-kill nonsense, unless you're obviously on the top of the bell tower. But on top of that, his base attack damage has been dropped to 15 from 25. As he was dealing obviously too much damage in conjunction with other abilities. I think that's actually a good thing. Giant was very good at punishing people and maintaining a foothold on keeping people away from the objective for long periods of time. And seriously, he would like 5-hit the shit out of somebody. And it was made easier by throwing and dashing and running. It was just crazy, okay? It was fucking annoying. It sucked. And I guess, yeah, I'm glad they're nerfing that. That should be interesting. That should inspire some more intelligent gameplay, since you can't just make the same bum rush sort of smack and whack kind of, movements like you used to. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Finally, we've added a 8-second cooldown to his missed throw ability and a 15-second cooldown when it hits. That's a good thing too. That is also a good thing. Okay, now this next one I think is going to be interesting for people who don't really fare well against the Strangler, or don't have any problem faring against the Strangler. Okay, so they've said this was a tricky killer to balance, and realistically, we know that a rework in the future is probably needed. I agree with this. The Strangler, as of right now, he's not really the Strangler, is he? He's kind of the, I'm going to throw my chain at you, drag you into a trap, hopefully I get 2 hits, then I'm going to throw my smoke, hopefully get 1 more hit, and then you're still going to live because I'll have to hit you another time to send you down to the ground to finish you off. Yeah, that still is pretty much his gameplay mechanic. It's not good. It's not fun. Okay, it's not fun for people playing the Strangler. It's not fun for the people playing against the Strangler. It sucks, okay? It fucking blows. Anyway, let's get back to this. His chain, okay, so, however, we've done some changes in the short term to make him feel better to play. His chain speed was sped up to 3,200. 3,200 what? 3,200 miles per hour? 3,200 feet per second? I don't even know. All they say is twice as fast. Twice as fast. What is that supposed to mean? I don't know what that, like 3,200, like, maybe I'm just getting too much into this. His chain now deals 18 damage on a hit with the chain, and minimum damage from the short distance is 20 more, and 36 damage for max distance. So if you're like throwing your chain and getting people from a very far distance, you're obviously rewarded more, and that's really what you should be doing anyway. I don't know why you wouldn't do that. This should make the chain a key element in his damaging output, more akin to a hit and run style, which is pretty much how people played him before. I mean, you didn't really chase people as the Strangler. But if you did, you found out very quick why you don't do that. Anyway, his base movement speed is now 270. Again, they don't really give us anything other than a number. I'm guessing he runs 270 miles faster than everyone else. But not really, because it says which is faster than before, but still below the classmate speed. So apparently the classmates are just fucking, they're booking it at like 300 miles per hour all the time. I don't understand that one. And then they say, lastly, his stranglehold now holds for the full duration of time, regardless of the chain distance pull. So though, yes, this was a thing. If you essentially got somebody like up close, you'd hold them for a longer period of time. Now, if you got somebody from a distance, you would only hold them for like half a second. It's weird. Now you essentially just hold people for a full duration. It's going to be interesting. All killer resistances and weaknesses were set to minuscule values, not to be noticeable in gameplay, which, I mean, why even have resistances and weaknesses anyway if you're going to do that? I mean, there's no point if you're just going to make them minuscule as to not be noticeable. I don't understand that, but you know what, whatever. Now, we got another one for the classmates. We got the Scout. Scout Tracker flash duration has been reduced to 2.5 seconds from 3.5, so you won't be blinded as long if you're the killer. And its recharge rate has been reduced to 20 seconds from 25. They say the idea here is to make Flash an available tool for CC, but minimize its length so that it's still a skill shot. But anybody playing Scout probably knows that there's no such thing as a skill shot with the tracker. It seems hit or miss, and most of the time it fucking hits. And now you can do that every 20 seconds. Even though it's half the duration, it's now 20 seconds instead of 25, so you're just gonna be doing it more frequently. I'm not so sure that was a good idea, but maybe it's gonna be fine in practice. We'll just have to see tomorrow. And then they say smoke duration was reduced to 4 seconds as well to make it more of a decision when to use it. Okay, I do like this one though. Smoke is probably the best item in all of last year. Now it's 4 seconds and you have to actually plan to use it. That's good, I like that. The shotgun scrap cost was increased to 32 and its overall damage per charge reduced to 70. I think that's fine, but I don't know if they needed to reduce the damage. I'm guessing too many people complained about being burst fired, which I understand that makes sense. Not really a problem I had, but I understand for new players it's obviously an issue. Anyway, this was done as a ranged weapon and is less risky involved in using it. Yep, I get it. For assaults, the Molotov scrap cost was increased to 22 from its low 18. I think that's a great thing. That's fucking fantastic. Because combination of smoke and Molotov was insane before. It was fucking busted. But you know what, whatever. Baseball bat scrap cost was reduced to 30. That's also good. It's a melee weapon, presents more of a danger. I get that. Technician. Everybody realizes that Technician obviously needs pretty crazy change at some point, but the only real change they did was the flamethrower. Its damage was increased to 6.2 per proc for 9 for a larger potential damage boost, which means you'll be seeing more upfront damage. But they've also upped the scrap cost to 34, so we're gonna see if that's warranted. I didn't do the math for this one, but I don't think that's going to be enough to do more damage than the shotgun, even though the shotgun costs 32. I don't know, we'll see. We finally tuned up some more overpowering spells. Pent-up maximum damage is reduced to 25. Healing Hands bonus reduced to 25%. The wall bonus reduced to 15%, and human tank spell reduced to 30% bonuses. So overall, they're nerfing healing, protection, and any form of just trying to keep people alive from the sound of it, and pent-up maximum damage reduced to 25. I think that's also good because people were using it for ranged weapons. So, I think that's okay. And then they say these are sharp drops we know, but from the core mechanics come first, and spells are a cherry on top in terms of power. In the future, we'll be redesigning spells entirely. I do like that. I think it's fine that they're redesigning spells entirely. I think that there does need to be some sort of, change entirely. Maybe, if you guys ever played the game during the first Arcanum, you know how fucking busted shit was. But, maybe we need to see something like that again. I don't know. Who knows? Now, this part's pretty important right here. This whole like section. If you weren't paying attention to the video before, now it's time to like sit the fuck up, quit sipping on your fucking sodas, and just listen, okay? They say, now, the future. Everybody wants to know about the future. We love the reception everyone has had, and we're aware of the desire to see more. Our next step is getting the store properly relaunched, and new cosmetics made to come out periodically. We also begun work on the game engine updates and code cleanup as well as bug fixes, so that we can make the game run smoother and look nicer. Finally, Chapter 2. Yes, it's coming. After we do the hard work, we'll have more to share in later months, including the newest fiend. Ladies and gentlemen, Chapter 2 is going to become a reality. How that's all gonna work, I have no fucking idea. If you guys played Night Hunt, you're well aware of the fact that a lot of the maps that were going to be in Chapter 2 are finished. They're done. They're ready to go. As far as the newest fiend is concerned, you're gonna have to go rewatch my why I think the father would have ruined last year video, because if they don't change him, I don't think the father's gonna be a new. I don't think it's gonna be a good killer. All right. I might be proven wrong though. We'll see. But from the looks of it, the next step is obviously getting the store relaunched. I mean, it's a free game. They got to make money somehow. I get it. You know, you got to pay bills. You got to put bread on the table. I honestly think that what they should do is some form of a battle pass. I know you guys are probably going to fucking murder me for that one. You're going to egg my house. You're going to fucking do drive-bys and shit, to which I will dodge all the eggs and bullets. But I understand where you're coming from. You know, it's just a business model, guys. The battle pass should be primarily skins, maybe getting, you know, the fucking mystic ore so that you can buy more skins. It should just be for making money, essentially. That's really, I think that'd be a good idea. And it's just business, guys, and we're consumers. That's the way of it. So that being stated, there's the whole announcement, and yeah, they're as of right now, they're obviously reporting, you know, bugs and stuff. They're fixing the shit to actually get the patch out because it's not out right now, but should be out tomorrow. Should be good, and that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. So like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow. How about that one, huh? Peace the fuck out. You think about shopping at Walmart? I'm gonna fucking send your feet to hell.